So I wanted to do a follow-up video on some of the things that I've been talking about, some of the things I've been reviewing recently. So this is going to sort of be a combination. This is the Creality Halot-Sky follow-up review, not the final, but follow-up. The Creality Water Wash Resin, again a follow-up, and then a nice print I did for a friend / customer. Greetings, Dave here, DCPFX. I want to talk about a couple of things in this video, just sort of run the gamut, so to speak. The Creality Halot-Sky is coming along really nicely. I've got it sorted now, so things are coming off the bed like they're supposed to. Things like this. So this is a file that Guillaume Moroni sent me. Now, I've talked about Guillaume in the past. He had a few other things they wanted me to print. So this is the SPD buckle. If you're not familiar with the show, this was based on Special Police Deck Ranger, or Deck Ranger, in the Super Sentai, which then became SPD, Space Patrol Delta, 13th season of Power Rangers. This was a buckle that every Ranger had, like there, and every once in a while they pull it out. So this opens up, and then cuffs come out. Now I've got all the pins in here because this is basically this is a one and done. So when Guillaume gets this, he'll finish it up and do it. But it's so satisfying. Let me show you how it looks like here. So this is the SPD, or the Deck Ranger buckle, and this is several files. So basically what we have here is, this is the standard SPD, and then this one here, 10 years later they did one with Fire Squad, so that's just modified with the Fire Squad on there. So this is just meant to open up like that, and these come out, and then they open up. Now they're hinged, they open up like that, and they're hinged like that. I didn't put the pin in because I say it's a one and done. Once it's in, it's not coming out very easily. So that's together like that. And Guillaume's going to put magnets in here so you can hold them all together or stay together. But this satisfying, the way it just lines up so nicely. Of course, I say that and it doesn't. It lines up in there so nicely and then closes off. And again, this is just because this pin is going to be out, in, and it's not coming out again. I'm leaving it for Guillaume to finish. And there are a few small lines on here from where the supports were. Neither here nor there. It's easy enough to sand down and just cut out. I want Guillaume to have the chance to do this rather than having me do it all. So as I say, this is coming along really nicely. The Creality Halot-Sky, as a large format printer, is really great. Those pieces I just showed you, the Deck Ranger, fit on the bed without a problem. I'm doing another print for him, which is a little bit larger, something around this size, but I can tilt it up, at 45 degrees and still fits on the bed. So a far cry from something like, my Mono or the Mono SE or anything like that. It's a great size. I think Creality's really got a hit in their hands here. Now that the software is better, I was able to fix up all the little hiccups. Like I showed you that the automatics were terrible, and then they've updated it. Now I can modify what I need to modify. So it's so much easier to change up how things are looking on supports, and I haven't had a problem since. A few other little things I've made. Comic came up, so I made some more lower deck comms. It's just, we're showing off some uniforms, Star Trek prop enthusiasts, and I made some more lower deck comms because I've sold a few of those. And I've also made, because I have shirts coming, a Picard. Now actually I do like look at this, not as much as I like the All Good Things, but this, it's nice. It's a great file available on Thingiverse. I'll link to it in the description if you'd like, and easy to print. And I must say, I am growing accustomed to the color of this flesh. It's not as flesh as they say flesh. It's more orangey. I don't know in that color. But what I'd like to say, sort of as a wrap up, the printer is good. No idea what the price point is. I'm sure it's up there because it's a good size printer, but Creality's done a great job. And I love their FDM printers. I have the CRS, I have the CRV2 myself. I've played around with some of them they've done. I played around with some Anycubics, FDMs, everything. But I really get down to, I really like my Creality. And if I can like Creality resin printers as well, there you go. Now on to the resin. The Creality resin they sent me. They sent me the flesh and then the gray. You saw the gray. Here's the gray, which I like to print in gray. I'm just the kind of guy, just do it in gray and then give it a coat of primer and move on. It's good. It's good. I have one small concern with it though, because they say it's a water washable, and it is water washable. It gets a lot of it off. What I have found, and this is just my experience, maybe I'm not soaking them long enough. They have said that they can say submerge for, up to 20 hours, which I'm not going to do that with a print. So what I've been doing is taking them off the plate into water, put on my gloves, wash it down, rub it down, put in some running hot water, and then give it another good cleaning on that, dry it off, cure it in my curing station. That works really well, but I'm still finding it a little sticky, to the point where I've gone back and done water again, dry it, cure it again, still a little sticky. What I found that works the best, quick dip in isopropyl. Quick dip in IPA, dry it off, quick cure, done. So the takeaway from this is it's great, and water washable is great, and the fumes are fantastic. But for me, for my processes, I'm starting to see that I need a little bit of IPA. Not as much as I would have used if I was using a regular resin. So there is that as well. I don't know what other people are doing with their water washables. Maybe that's just something that Creality is working on. There's something they're changing the formulation. But that works the best for me. All of these parts I've shown you, went through that process. Water wash, cure, everything else. Quick dip in isopropyl, wash again, cure, done. They're not sticky, they're not tacky, they're not anything. This is a good quality resin. I have no problems with the prints. I have zero issues with it. It's as good as any resin I've used. And if you're going to get down to it, a Creality printer with Creality resin, they know what they have. It's much like the Apple ecosystem. Like, Windows out there has 1,000,001 patches because we have all these different computers that Windows got to support. Apple goes, here's our hardware and our software, done. I sort of think of that when it comes to 3D printing. If you've got something that's chemical based, because FDM is, it's just laying it down, melted plastic. But for this, you've got the company who makes the hardware with the company that makes the wetware, the resin. So I think they've got a hit on their hands. Again, I don't know the price point. They haven't told me the price point. If it is comparable to other resins out there, why not go with water washable? Like, something like that is going to be so much easier on the environment. All I would do is that once I get it all done, I just throw my UV light right on top of it, let it sit, and I take all the particulate out of it, and I've got water. I'm good to go again. It's very, very eco-friendly. So I like that. That's good. So in the end, I think the printer's awesome. I think the resin's awesome. And hey, Guillaume, those files are awesome too. We have more things to print for him. But I've got the SPD done. It's heavy. It's heavy. Hopefully you've got some good bolts to go on the belt when you're doing it. So that's all I want to say for today. That's sort of a mid-evaluation. I still have a few more things to do, a few more things to try before I do my final evaluation or my final reviews. If you looked at the reviews I've done, I do an unboxing, I do an interim, I do a final. So this is my interim. I'll do a final review when I get a few more things knocked out of this printer. I'm getting close to running out of the water washable resin, so at that point I'll have to saw it off because I'm done, and then I'll move on to some of the other resin that Mech Solutions provided for me. So that's where I'm at right now, and hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm up to, as of this point, 615. It's getting there. I passed my halfway point. And it's funny, for a few hours, it took me a year and a half almost, or 15 months to get to 1,000, and then another 4 months on top of that to get to 2,000. So hopefully this is picking up steam. That's all I want to say for today. Hope everyone's having a great day, and we'll talk to you all later.